Okay, so now that we're back, I went ahead and added the price for all of those others FNSKUs as well too. So I went ahead and did that. And just a trick too, if you can't find one of your SKU numbers, if you go back to Amazon over here, I forgot to show you guys earlier. Up here, you can actually choose your date range, so you can customize that to however you like. So if you had a product from 2 years ago, you could also go back 2 years on your calendar as well too, and it will show you all of your parent and your child as ASINs. Okay. And like I said, do make sure that the transaction types are just the customer returns, shipments, and vendor returns. Those are warehouse returns, receipt returns, and adjustments. Warehouse transfers are just when Amazon transfers your inventory from their location to another one of their locations. Receipts are just when you upload your inventory or when you transfer your inventory to their warehouse, you get a receipt for that. And then adjustments would be them taking items out of inventory for damage and such like that. So that those don't go against your taxes. And then also, once you complete that, so you can see I've got my price over here, I've got my quantity. So when something's shipped, it's negative, right? Because it's deducted from your inventory. But just in case one of your shipments had multiple items or multiple of the same item, so for example, if we had two, it's not just going to be $16.99 deducted for tax purposes. It's going to be the $16.99 times two. So over here, we're going to make a total column, which I've already started. And then I just want to drag that down to the bottom just in case there are multiple items, because you will see that from time to time. As you can see, as I'm scrolling down, there are some twos in there for the inventory. This will take a minute to get down to the very bottom. And we're just about there. Oops. Let's go back up. So I don't know where the end of the sheet is. Or someone went that far. Oop, oop. Nope, nope. Let's go back down. Sometimes Excel can be fun. So now we've got our total price value in there as well too. So there's a good example right there. You sold two at $37.98 with the $18.99 doubled. Okay, if we scroll back up to the top, okay. So if we scroll up to the top and go over here, we can see from our previous equation, if we go to locations, we go over here, we can see we use the equation -1, which, which is because we're trying to create a positive number for our inventory, right? So that way you come out positive numbers for taxes. And you're going to multiply that times subtotal. The reason we use subtotal is because subtotal allows you with the function code 109, that allows you to skip those cells. Like for example, like when we're looking at over here, we've got the different SKUs, but we're looking for just the location ABE2, right, in this example. So we're skipping over different cells. So in order to hide those cells for our subtotaling, it's just like doing a sum, but we're skipping over hidden cells. So we do that, and then we can highlight our range. So if we go back to our other Excel sheet, so we're just interested in Florida for the purposes of this. So I'm going to unselect all of those. And we're going to go down to the bottom, TPA1, because that's the first one for Florida. So if you go back over here, you can see Florida, TPA1. So we have our TPA1 over here. We have a bunch of shipments. And we're going to go over here and we're going to calculate. So we're going to go equals -1 times subtotal. Like I said, we want 109 for the function. And then we're going to highlight this range. And remember, that's the total, so they could have multiple items in each order. So then we got that in there. We're going to hit enter and go back up to the top. So you can see our total cells shipped from this Florida location total 4,026.87. So you can copy that equation over. or you can just type it in for these purposes. 4,026, 87, 87. So you can see based off of that, with 7% tax, we have 281.89. And then you just repeat the steps for each of the other locations. And then you're going to get a total down there. So let's just try TPA2, just so we can see another example. So we're going to come back to here. We're going to unselect all of those just to keep it easy, just to make sure we don't have anything else selected. And we've got TPA2 down here. We're going to go back. So the shipment, you don't even really have to total that out. But just to get you familiar with the equation, it's equals -1. So that way we can make our number positive for a positive integer. Oops. Just a second. We're going to do the subtotal. 109, and then we highlight the range, which that is the range. So that gives us the positive number. So for this location, it's 18.99. So that's just $1. So as you can see, it's adding up the two numbers. So now we're at 283.22 for Florida taxes owed. As discussed, a lot of states have certain amounts, certain thresholds that if you don't hit, like if you don't sell more than $50,000 worth in a certain state, they don't require you to collect sales tax. Sometimes it's a $100,000 threshold as well too, and sometimes it's a certain amount plus, or it could be the number of orders as well too that you have. So I think it's like around 200 orders. If you have more than 200 orders or $100,000 worth in sales, you do have to collect sales tax for the state. And just to save you all time, I'm not going to do that right now. I'll finish those off later, but that's how you figure out your sales tax owed to each of your states by Amazon Warehouse. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.